Today we are having a very special show. We're going to bring together families who have been desperately searching for one another for many, many years. First, we're going to unite a mother with the son she gave up for adoption 20 years ago. Then we're going to bring a brother and sister back together who have been separated from one another for more than 19 years. And later we're going to grant the 30-year wish of a woman who has been separated from her father since the age of 3. But first I want you to meet Donna from Kenosha, Wisconsin, who at the age of 16 was forced with the decision to have to give up her baby boy for adoption. Joining her here is Margaret, who is her mom, and she says it tore them apart to put Donna's baby boy up for adoption. I think a lot of mothers and daughters may be able to relate to your story.
It's very hard.
Yeah, take us back at 16, because some of us may not understand what you had to go through.
Well, I was in school. It was a very hard thing to go through. I was young. My boyfriend at the time was very young. I was pregnant. I was still going to school. And at the time, I could not have a son go to school and be able to take care of him in the proper way he needed to be taken care of.
Mm-hmm. That must have been a very tough decision for you and your mom.
It was very hard. She was behind me all the way. It was a hard thing for her to do, too. It was a decision that I'm glad I did, because he was in a happy family taken care of, where I wouldn't have been able to take care of him financially myself.
Margaret, do you remember that conversation you had with your daughter about the best thing to do?
Yes, I did. I was with her during the delivery, and when she made this decision, and at that time I was going through a divorce, and I couldn't even hardly take care of my own children, much less take another baby. Mm-hmm. And it was very hard for us to give him up and make that decision.
What was that like after having delivered the baby? Did you ever get to hold the baby?
No, I never got to hold my son. I wouldn't have got to see him if it hadn't been for my mom. My mom walked in the delivery room, and the nurse was walking away with him, and she pulled the nurse over and told the nurse to let me see my baby. And if it hadn't been for that, I wouldn't have even got to see him. He was behind a screen the whole time I was in the hospital.
What did that do to you? I can't imagine that scene.
Very empty, cold feeling. Very part of my heart had a very big hole in it. It was like being ripped out of me when I had to leave the hospital without him and not being able to hold him. Empty.
How do you go through life? Are you always thinking about him? What happens when birthdays come?
Oh, his birthdays, I would think about him all the time. Very depressed. I was always wondering how he was doing. And I'd always tell my mom, he's going to be this age. It's his birthday today. He was always in my mind and in my heart.
Mm-hmm. So what made you decide to look for him?
Well, my mom and I both knew when I gave him up for adoption that someday eventually we would hopefully be able to find him and see him and get to know him.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who would say, just let bygones be bygones. Let him go now. He's living his own life. Don't cause any problems. What made you decide to say, no, I know this is the right thing to do?
Because I needed to know in my heart that he was happy, doing good, and having a very full life.
Mm-hmm. And Margaret, you support this decision?
Yes, I do, because when they put him behind that curtain in the hospital when he was born, I was standing there, and my first thought was, they're shutting him off from the rest of the world already. You know, he has no mother, no one to hold him. They didn't put him with the other babies. They put him behind a screen, and I just wanted to go in there and tear that screen down. And right up till she left the hospital, we almost changed the mind and not let him go.
Well, we have some of Brent's photographs, and we had them transferred to video to give Donna a look back at Brent's life over the past 20 years. Are you ready for this? Take a look at your son. What are you thinking right now?
What a beautiful boy.
He is a cutie, Donna.
I love him.
He really, really is. Well, you said that you never got a chance to hold him as a baby.
Hold my baby.
Well, you can hold him now. Brent, come and meet your mother and your grandmother. She can't let him go.
No, I don't let him go.
What are you thinking, Don? That must be the most incredible feeling.
Wonderful. It's super.
You're so handsome. Your mother.
Well, Brent, come on and sit down. We want to find out where you've been over all this time. I'm just going to let you talk. Don't let me get in the way. Act like we're not here. Just talk to your family and say what it is you've been meaning to say.
I was born and raised in Marquette, I was raised in Marquette, Michigan. Grew up with a very good, loving family, which I'm really glad about.
Me too.
I wondered about you guys ever since I knew, and I could not wait for this day to come.
Same here.
To finally get to meet you guys, and I can't describe how I'm feeling.
I know.
It's wonderful.
Overwhelmed.
Yes, it is.
So good to see you.
Likewise.
And hold you. And I'm very glad you're happy and you've had a good family. That was always one of my biggest fears, is that you would have a good home and be loved and be happy.
I got it.
I'm glad.
Oh.
This is great.
God, that has got to be.
Smile.
I know, I know. That's got to be a hug unlike any other.
It's wonderful.
Can you feel a bond there beyond?
Yes, I can.
Yes, there is. It's there.
It's undescribable.
Well, you got everybody in the audience wiping their eyes, and damn, I think all of us are crying here. When we come back, we're going to continue with this wonderful story. We're going to meet a woman also who says that she's been desperately searching for her brother since they were separated 19 years ago. Stay with us as we continue with more long-lost reunions, bringing families together today on Rolonda. Come true today as we bring together long-lost loved ones. We just watched as Donna was reunited with her son Brent, who she gave up for adoption 20 years ago, and quite a mother and grandmother and son reunion. But I'd also like you to meet, standing here in the audience, Claudia and Fran, who are Brent's adoptive parents. And I can't help but ask you, what were your feelings? You have never met Margaret and Donna before.
No, never.
What are your feelings as you watch this along with us?
Well, for me, it's ambiguous feelings, you know, happy and knowing, gee, I'm sharing him with somebody. But then I think back, and she shared him with me. You know, she started it for us, you know.
Are there any questions that you have to ask or anything that you want to say? What do you say when you meet each other for the first time? And you're welcome to go and say hello and meet each other there if you'd like.
I don't really know what to say. There are questions that I want to ask, but too many, I think, at this time. It's just overwhelming.
Yeah. Anything that you would like to say, Margaret or Donna?
Yes, I thank you for this opportunity of sharing Brent with us at this time. And in my heart, you will always be his parents, and whatever little bit you can share with us with Brent, we'd be willing to accept that. And I want to say thank you, because you have really raised a beautiful son.
Yes,
and you can tell he's had very good upbringing and wonderful parents, and I'm thankful for that. And that makes me feel good to know that he's had a wonderful life and he has a good family that took good care of him and loved him.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just feel there always was this missing link. He never really came out and expressed it, but that's a male side of him, I feel. But there was this missing link, and I'm glad he found it. We have talked about I tried to talk about heritage and nationality. We're very similar nationality. You two and I, and look like a lot of my relatives.
What nationality?
Scotch, Irish, and Swedish.
Okay.
And we're part Indian.
Oh, I see.
Well, you'll have a lot of catching up to do, for sure.
And there's just so much, and you try to explain, you know, even St. Patrick's Day, and he just looked, he said, why, Mother? I said, because of the Irish in you. He goes, oh. And I said, yes, there's that Irish. Okay. Now maybe he'll accept the Irish.
Yeah. Brent, you're going to get it from both sides now, that's for sure. And they're going to share all kinds of stories
I'm
about
just
you as a
happy
kid.
that, you know, that you found him. Very happy, and that link will be finally tied,
Same
you know.
here. Same link here.
Thank you
I
so
would like
much.
to say also, I feel wonderful about this. Brent was my first grandchild, and I always miss that. And I want you and Fran to know you're part of my family now. As far as I'm concerned, you're my children, and you're part of my. We're all a family, and I will always be thankful to you. And I consider you part of my family now.
Okay.
And I hope you would
Beautiful.
accept me.
Thank you
And
for
you have
sharing.
to meet our family.
Boy, we're so blessed to be a part of this, to be able to just witness this. Our next guest has not seen her older brother since she was 7 years old. She says that she wants her brother to know that she has been searching for him her entire life. I want you to welcome, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Michelle. How did it happen, Michelle, that you two were separated to begin with?
We were separated probably almost 19 years ago. We were both taken away from our parents. I was put into foster care, and I had thought he was put into foster care as well. I really had no idea where he was. I was separated with my younger brother 19 years ago, and I've always thought about him, always wondered about him.
You've been searching all your life, you say?
Yes.
Has it been I take it it's been a tough search all this time.
Very tough, because I didn't know if he had been adopted, if his name had changed, if he was alive or dead. If you know, I would just, every place that I would turn, I'd look in phone books. I lived in Illinois most of my life, and that's where we were born. Every place that I moved in Illinois, I would open a phone book and see if his name was in there.
Why is it so important that you find him?
There's been a huge void in my life. All of my life there's been a void. My family has raised me very well. They've been behind me 100%, but I've always had this big empty piece, and I've been going through life wondering, you know, do I have an older brother? Is he still alive? You know, where is he?
You're holding on to something there. What is that?
This is the only thing I've had to hold on to. This is a picture of my brother and I. He was 9 and I was 1.
Let's see if we can take a look at that, if we can see. And this is the only thing that you have of the two of you.
Yeah.
And that's the last time you saw him. Wow. What are you thinking right now?
I just want him to know that he's always been a part of my life, even though we haven't been together. And I love him. I always have, and he's just always held a big part of my heart.
Well, when we come back, we're going to have a long-awaited union between brother and sister after 19 years. Can you imagine? 19 years of being apart. Another dream coming true real soon, right after this break. As we continue with long-lost reunions, it's time to make a dream come true. We just met Michelle, who says that she has been searching all of her life for her brother Jim. They were separated 19 years ago and haven't seen each other since. She's been holding on to that picture of them as little kids. Any thoughts before you meet your brother? Because you know your life will not be the same after this moment.
I just have so many questions for him. I don't even know my parents. I don't remember them, so it will be filling a void for them as well. I just, there's so many questions, so many feelings I have to tell him.
And you have waited for so long. Don't let me hold you up another minute. Turn around and say hello to your brother.
He looks so beautiful.
Oh my God. I never want to let you go. So glad I finally found you.
These are for you.
Oh, thank you.
How have you been?
Oh my gosh. I've just been doing wonderfully, but I've always had this peace inside of me that has just been without you. And I feel like there's my whole life that you've been without me. I have so much to share with you, and I just want to know so much about you, my parents. I don't remember them at all. I want you to eventually fill their void as well. And how about you?
That picture brings back a lot of memories.
This is all I've had.
I remember that Christmas. You pointed to what presents you wanted me to get and open for you. And you always started with the big ones. It's been a loss for me. Something I've thought about for years. Never was able to resolve it myself. I tried so hard. Tried through people that I've worked with on the computer. Didn't know your adoptive name. And the picture that I have, I kept it with our brother. I always kept them together. Looks like your adopted family did well.
They did very well. They did very well.
You look a lot like Mom.
Do I?
Yeah. You do.
Wow.
Only wish Dad could be alive to see you. Where do we start, sis?
We have so much road to cover. Gosh.
Jim told us that he wanted to see a little bit of Michelle growing up, so we decided that we'd go back in the old family album and take a look at her life, some of the most memorable moments caught on camera. Jim, look at your little sister.
I love you so much.
So what's the first thing y'all are going to do?
Well, we're definitely not going to stop talking. My phone bills are going to be very, very high.
Yeah, stock in AT&T.
Oh, God. What have you missed most about not having each other over 19 years?
For me, it's I've never even been a brother, had a chance to be a brother. I don't know what being a brother's like. Taking something from the sister, hiding it. Yeah.
Pulling her hair, socking her into the heart.
I've never been a brother. I've tried to act like a brother to other people, but you know, it's not like being a brother. You know, and nobody that is without can ever understand that. It's.
And I would go to my friend's house and they'd be fighting with their brothers and sisters, and I'd be wishing that was me. I know it sounds strange, but you know, I hate my sister, I hate my brother, and I'd go, well, you know, geez, I just, you know, would love to have my brother. You know, how can you guys say that to each other?
You're so lucky.
Myself as well. There'd be times where I'd see sisters and brothers rubbing each other in the snow, you know, or throwing snowballs at each other, doing mean things that they would run and tell Mom about. And I never had that opportunity.
Yeah.
And every holiday would go by, and I would, a piece of me was just gone my whole life, but every holiday you would just take a special time out of my life, I would sit and think about you and wonder, are you doing okay? Are you, what are you doing for Christmas? Do you have somebody to spend it with?
Yeah, and it's around those times that I too thought of you.
Well, Jim, this year she's going to be picking out the big gifts one more time. Coming up, we're going to meet a daughter who was separated from her father at the age of 3. Stay with us as they see each other for the very first time in 30 years. And she asked him to be a part of one of the most important days of her life. Wow. We'll be right back in a minute. Michelle and Jim have just been catching up all during the commercial break, planning all the holidays again, like brothers and sisters do. That's wonderful. It is a special day on Rolonda as we reunite long-lost loved ones for the very first time that they've seen each other in so many years. Our next guest says that she was separated from her father when she was only 3 years old. The past 30 years, she says, and not seeing her dad has left her with a sense of emptiness that we hear about so much, that she says needs to be filled and needs to be filled now, right? From San Francisco, California, I want y'all to say hello to Tina. Tina, I guess you've been backstage watching the reunion.
Oh, yeah.
And what does that do to you as someone who has the same dream in their heart?
I'm so happy for everyone on this stage. I mean, not saying anything negative about somebody that hasn't had this experience, but you can only understand by being in the same situation, the emptiness and, I mean, the void. They're just like, I had a stepfather growing up, but I never called him Dad because he was never my dad.
What does your dad mean to you?
Security, comfort, somebody to be there that I can talk to. And I just always wanted him there, and I knew that someday that I had to find him, and I knew that I would.
Is it because the family split up when you were 3 years old? What happened to you? How did you lose your dad at 3?
Well, my mom and dad were both young when they had me, and they split up, and after I'm not sure exactly why they split up, but after they split up, I was sent to a foster home. I was taken away from my mother, and the last time that I saw him was on a visit. He came to the foster home to see me, and
do you remember that at 3?
No, I don't. I wish I did, but he says the last time I saw him was when I was 3, and that was it. And the only thing I ever had to remember him by was a picture that I couldn't even really see him. And I've moved so many times, it got lost in the move, but that was my only connection.
But this is always something that you've held in your heart. In terms of your life, this is one of the most important things, I would think.
Oh, yes. Oh, definitely.
When do you think of your father? When are times when you say, gosh, I wish my dad were here, I remember my father, this is when I need my dad? When are those times?
Well, when I got engaged, definitely. I wish that my father were there to share the moment with me. Just wanting to run home and tell him when something good happened to me, and that's basically, just at odd times I'll be at work and he just pops in my mind. I'm like, well, what's he doing right now? Does he ever think about me? Does he ever try and find me?
Brent, you could probably see you sitting there like you could relate a little bit to what she's saying.
Yeah. Good. Quite a bit of what she's thinking about.
Okay. Well, Tina's 30 years of waiting are almost over. They're going to be over in about 60 seconds as soon as we come back from this commercial break. We'll be right back in a minute. Come right back. Don't get a sandwich during this break. Okay, here it comes. I think the audience is in anticipation as well. Tina's 30 years of waiting to meet her father are over. Anything you want to say before you meet him? Because like I said to Michelle, life will never be the same after this moment.
Alan Purdy, come on out.
Alan Purdy, come on out, Alan.
I love you.
You look so good. You look so good.
These are for you.
Thank you.
Ooh, wow.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Dad, what do you say after all this time? What are you feeling inside right now? What do you...
I'm overwhelmed. I love you. I've always loved you. Always wondered about you. It like knocked me over when you finally got a hold of me. I'm never going to let you go. Never again. I want to always be there for you.
I want you there. I've missed you these 30 years and always wondered, you know, where you were at, what you were doing, thought about you constantly. I mean, I don't think there was a day gone by that I hadn't thought about you, and I knew that someday, if you didn't find me first, I was going to find you.
I couldn't believe it when it happened.
Oh, it did. And it doesn't... I'm sorry. We're talking over each other.
That's okay. It's okay on talk shows.
There you go. That's right. Talk show. Oh, I get the connection. Okay.
But how did you find your dad?
I've been thinking about finding him for years, and I contacted Seekers of the Lost, and all I had was his full name and an approximate birth date I got from my mother. They sent me the list of names, and I chose to write letters instead of calling. I felt uncomfortable about calling all these people. And believe it or not, he was my second reply.
Unbelievable. That close.
I knew that it was him when I heard his message, because in my letter I didn't say anything about looking for my father. I said I was looking for relatives. And the message that he left on my machine, which I still have, I cannot erase it, was that he was replying to my letter, and he goes, I think you're my daughter.
Wow.
And my stomach just dropped. I was just like, oh my God, this could be it.
So this was a good call, Dad, is that right? This was a good call, something
It's the best call I've ever got in my life. And she said, well, how do I know it's you? You know, she says, what's your middle name? I says, Leroy. And she says, well, what was Mom's brother's names? And I says, Buzzy and Mickey. She says, oh my God, it is you.
It's you, that's right. Not many Buzzy and Mickeys out there.
We both busted out bawling. We was bawling like babies for...
Oh, God. Well, Alan, here you said you wanted to see some of Tina growing up, some of her childhood. So we took some photos of Tina all over these years and made a little video family portrait for you here. Take a look, Alan.
Dad, not having you in my life for the past 30 years has left an emptiness in my heart. But I want you to know that I have never stopped loving you. Most of all, I can't wait for you to walk me down the aisle at my wedding, so I can start my new life with you in it.
Wait a minute, did I hear a certain kind of proposal made here?
Yeah, I'm getting married in, I don't know what to do with these.
Your father can hold them for you.
Thank you. I'm getting married in 4 months, and I was at a panic, wondering who was going to give me away. So, Dad, I want to read you this. This is our invitation. If I can get it out. The envelope, please. Tina Marie Purdy and James McGarty invite you to share in the joy of their marriage on Saturday, the 16th of August, 1997, at 12:30 in the afternoon, at the Rotunda at the Palace of Fine Arts in San Francisco, California. I want you to be there, and it would be the most important day in my life, even more so if you'd give me away.
I want you. I will. You know,
I love you.
you're the only child that I ever had. And I've seen other people, and I was into them, and I've got you back.
What were you just saying in there? We couldn't hear.
She's a secret.
It's a secret. Okay.
I told her she was the only child that I ever had, and I always was envious when I seen other people with daughters and stuff, and I knew I had one somewhere, and I never had any other children, and there was always an emptiness. No more.
That's right. Dreams can come true. Absolutely. When we come back, you too can learn what you can do right now to find a missing loved one. So stick with us. Who knows what miracles could happen? We'll be right back in a minute. All of you who have been reunited to know that you've struck a chord among a lot of people who have been watching, and some right here in our audience. You were just telling me an incredible story that you just met your father, is that right?
Right, after 15 years. I had lost my grandmother 15 years ago in Chicago, and I lost contact when he moved. I moved, he wrote, I wrote, we had no contact. And my girlfriend, she happened to run across a book with your last name, the World Book of, and I happened to remember my brother's name, Cornelius. So I just took a chance and put a picture and asked him, well, was your grandmother's name Mary Scott? Was your father's name so-and-so? 3 days later, my father called me, and I flew out to Chicago. It was the most wonderful feeling, so you should expect a lot of love, and God bless all of y'all. I mean, it's wonderful.
Look at you crying today. You're still touched. So it's still been good after the reunion.
And as a matter of fact, he's coming up next month to spend maybe a month with me or so.
That's great.
So it's going to be great.
That's wonderful.
You know?
That's just wonderful.
Yes. Let me introduce you to somebody who helps pull together long-lost family members. Seekers of the Lost is one group where you can go. I know that Tina had mentioned. But also joining these families is somebody who devotes her life to finding missing loved ones. She is the author of the books The Adoption Searcher's Handbook and How to Find Almost Anyone Anywhere. Please welcome from Nashville, Tennessee, Norma Tillman. Seekers of the Lost is a big organization that looks, but you are more of a one-on-one type person, having been a former investigator yourself, is that right?
That's correct. For 11 years I tracked down criminals with the police department before I became a private investigator, and then for the next 9 years I went after people who hadn't done anything wrong, and I found over 1,000 missing persons.
What made you decide to put families together?
Well, I found it was much more rewarding than tracking down the 10 most wanted, I'll tell you. And they're easier to find. They leave a paper trail, you know, from the time they're born till after they die. The average American citizen will leave a trail 7 miles long. So those records are out there everywhere, and they're not that hard to find. In fact, probably every one of you here in the audience could find a missing person if you wanted to.
All right, let's say I'm looking for a long-lost cousin. How do I go about it?
Well, first of all, there's 4 pieces of information that I could almost guarantee you'll find almost anyone with. That's a correct name, a date of birth, a social security number, and their last known address, or a city, state where they were last known to be. With those 4 pieces of information, anyone who is not deliberately hiding or who hasn't changed their identity should be able to be located.
But how can you find a social security number?
Well, there's many ways. For instance, if parents are divorced, the divorce record at the courthouse is usually a public record and will have a social security number on it. All you have to do is either go there, write there, or pick up the phone and call. It's not
now, can you get in any trouble doing this? I mean,
no,
some people
these are public records. And I don't recommend anybody lie, cheat, or steal to get information. It's out there and it's free. You just have to know where to go and what to ask for.
Yes, ma'am.
I have 2 questions. I have a question for Jim. Who raised them?
Jim, who raised you?
I pretty much had to raise myself.
Okay, and for the dad, what took you so long? After 30 years, that's a long time. I think you should be very grateful because I've never met my dad and I wouldn't accept him the way she did. So you should be grateful.
I am.
Going on in your life, because things do happen to people, and I know there was a man up there who said, you know, that while there are some deadbeat dads, there's some dads who just lose contact with their kids, and you were helping us see another side. What was going on in your life that made the separation so possible?
Well, I was 19 and my wife was like 15 when we had her. And I was wild, you know, I was a wild kid, I always was a wild kid. And we didn't get along too well, so we split up. Then she moved, then I moved. Then we just lost contact and never found her.
Until today.
Until today.
Until today.
I didn't know how to even go about finding her.
And that's what we're learning from Norma. Norma Tillman tells us how we can use the internet also to find long-lost loved ones in this day of computers. So we'll be right back in a minute with more information. Back learning ways in which we can start right now finding a missing loved one. Norma Tillman is certainly helping us out. Norma's going to tell us about the internet in just a minute, but I want to introduce a good friend of the Rolonda Show who y'all have seen an awful lot here trying to keep folks dressed right and looking good. This is Leon Hall, and I want to thank you so much because you are always a friend to us. Whenever we need you, you are there, and today you helped supply a suit. That's why Alan is sitting there looking so good.
So good.
So pretty.
You know, as spokesperson for the Fashion Association, I'm surrounded by lots of great designers and manufacturers, but not only are they great as far as what they produce, they're really nice. So we talked to Alan, and he had jeans, dress jeans and work jeans. And we knew that his daughter was going to ask him to give her away at a wedding. And I want him to look so damn good when he gave her away at that wedding. I wanted them to remember. So I went to some of our members, and the suit is from Claiborne for men, and it's a Van Heusen shirt, and it's Johnson Murphy shoes, and it's a Rosilio tie, and those are the best that you can get. And those are his to take home, and that's for the wedding in San Francisco.
Absolutely. Thank you, Donna. Always a friend. Always a friend. And Alan, you look smashing.
Thank you.
Let's get back now to Norma. Norma, the internet. The internet. Right now you can find your missing loved one or the loved one you long lost. How?
Well, let me tell you, I don't want people to see positive. I mean, I don't want people to think that the internet is a bad place. They've seen a lot of press that's negative, and it is a very positive thing. I've created a mutual consent registry. This is a registry that is international. It's the only one of its kind. I've created this on the internet to help friends and families anywhere in the world who want to get in touch with each other. All they have to do is come to this one little website at reunion.com. I've got over 300,000 active searches at this time, and right now, every day, I'm getting a minimum of 10,000 hits a day from 12 countries around the world. So I know there are lots of people out there who have a need to find someone, but has it ever occurred to you that someone may be looking for you?
Yes. Come here from the audience.
I wanted to know at the people at the end.
Alan and Tina.
Yeah. I wanted to know why did it take you so long to reunite?
Well, for me, I'd been thinking about it for years, but I didn't know how my mother would react, and she's doing fine with it. I assured her that nothing would change, and it just, I guess it was the fear of rejection was also it. I didn't know if he if he had another family with more kids.
That's everybody on the panel shaking their head.
Yeah,
Yes, that was
the fear of rejection is very strong, and it'll keep you from doing things, but don't let it, because this is wonderful.
You have to go past that fear.
Yes, sir.
This question is for the first family over here. I'm glad that you all are so happy about having this reunion, but how can you forgive your biological mother for giving you up at birth? That just seems it would be difficult for me to so readily forgive my biological mother if she gave me up at birth.
Let's hear what he says.
Well, I've never once hated either Donna or Margaret for it. I've never had any hatred towards them. I never really knew the whole story until just a little bit ago, and I understand what happened. So there was never any hatred or, you know, me never wanting to meet them or, you know, just not wanting to talk to them. I've always been interested, and I've actually always wanted to meet them. It's just I had a hard time taking that first step, and they saved me the time of doing that, and they did it. So.
And I want you to understand that adoption is an act of love. It's not an act of rejection. She chose this because she wanted him to have a better life. This is not something that you should hate her for. She really thought she was doing the right thing, and she needed the peace of mind to know that she made the right decision. That's what the search is all about.
And it was a family decision, too.
Very hard
Family decision as
to
well.
make.
If you would like more information about finding a missing loved one, you can call Seekers of the Lost at 1-800-808-SEEK. S-E-E-K. That's 1-800-808-SEEK, or on your telephone 7335. We'll be right back. You can just tell these families are going to be up all night long, sitting cross-legged on the bed, talking to each other about all lost time. What can they expect, though, Norma? When the show is over and they run off, tell them what they can expect.
Each of these people have said there's been a void in their life. Well, the void is now full. Their life is now complete. You can see them all shaking their head. They will be happy forever now. And the problems that have been in their life will go away.
Oh, gosh. Wow. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I want to thank you all for letting us be a part of this. It really touched us, I believe. It's just a great time to have you. And in fact, why don't you just go on out? We'd like to thank for treating all of our families, newfound families, to dinner tonight. Blue Moon Restaurant and Moe's Caribbean Bar and Grill. So go on out there and get your little reggae on and have a good time here. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time on Rolonda, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you, darling.